Hello, hello. It's been a few days since the last time I posted anything. And I did film me cooking, but I've been trying to edit it, and the editing started driving me crazy. So it's just still sitting in my tablet waiting for me to come back to it. And I'm sure I will, but not today. Today has been a very weird day, which is why I'm here because one, I'm sleepy as hell and I don't do naps. If I take a nap, then I'm up for the whole night. So I'm not doing that. But every now and then I get into this weird emotional state where nothing is wrong. Actually, there are so many things going right. The main one going right is how I feel, like emotionally and spiritually. I just feel good. But I want to burst out into tears. Is there anybody else that has this? I don't know if this is what women have, menopause. Is this male menopause? Or is it midlife crisis? Although I'm a little bit past midlife. But I was looking at videos that weren't even really sad on YouTube. Big tears just started falling down. And I'm like, okay. Well, I don't try to fight it. If it comes, then I kind of want it to come out because I have been a non crier for most of my life. But as soon as I register them as tears, they stop. So, yeah, that's weird. This has been a bizarre week. I like to cook, and I made a spaghetti and cheese bake type situation the the day after? I think the day after my birthday, maybe. When was my birthday? My birthday was 2 weeks ago. No, so this was just this past Wednesday because my cousin Betty was taking me out for birthday meal lunch. But the night before, which was Wednesday, I made this spaghetti bake. I'm supposed to be looking at the camera. Okay, I keep looking at myself. I'm talking to myself, but the camera is up here. So I am making this spaghetti bake, and I make it with sausage as opposed to ground beef. It's really good. And I used a different type of tomato sauce than what I normally use. I normally use Barilla, but I used something from the store that was not what I normally use. Oh, well, okay.
Waking up early, I'm putting in that grind, I'm getting straight to it, you know what I mean?
And it was something I don't normally use or had never used before. And so when I went to pour the spaghetti sauce into the spaghetti, I went to rinse the jar out and got a little shard of glass in my finger. So now I'm panicked. I'm like, oh my God, there's going to be glass in my spaghetti. So I can't eat it. And this is a big giant, it was like enough for 3 or 4 days for the normal person. For me, it would have been less time than that. So I rinsed the jar out more and I run my finger around the edge and look at it through up to the light. I didn't see any cracks or anything like that. So I made the spaghetti. I was still scared because I'm like, I'm going to eat. I can be a little dramatic. So in my head, I was going to eat the spaghetti, and one of the shards of glass was going to cut me all the way down my throat, all in my stomach, and all the way out of my intestines. So there's just going to be Blood and gore everywhere. But I chewed it really fine to see if I would get any grit, but I didn't get any grit. But when I went to bed later, like hours later, I got hit with the worst abdominal pain. I've never had pain like this, which almost made me think that the glass was cutting me up, but I was able to let go of that thought. I wound up calling the hospital at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, asked them what was going on. They didn't tell me what they thought was going on, but they were like, we think you should come to the emergency room. So I got up and I took a shower at midnight, and I was going to catch an Uber to the emergency room. But the idea of going to the emergency room kind of scared me. So I think I convinced myself that the pain was subsiding. And then I sat up, and I have a very comfortable chair and a half, sat up in that and fell asleep at like 3 in the morning. And so I slept for a couple of hours. But I did go to my doctor the next day before I met up with my cousin. And they decided it was reflux, which I have. And they had switched my medication. So while I was with the doctors, the intern kind of said, it sounds like maybe when you switched your medication, this one that you switched to didn't give you the coverage that the one that you switched from normally does, and the reflux got you. So I was like, okay, I can do that. So it was too much tomato sauce, is what she was basically saying. Why does a pig like me not listen to that and say, I can't eat this, let's throw the rest of this away? It was a lot left. I got home, couldn't wait to eat another slice. So I ate another slice and was sick just as much, but then we added another little twist to the illness, and I won't gross you out with all of those details, but how do you get to be that much of a pig that you get so sick that you might need to go to the emergency room and then eat some more of the same stuff? It's sad. My willpower is pretty much non-existent at this point. So I threw all the rest away. And that's that. So this is Sunday. I think I'm awake now. So now I can stop filming and go wash my dishes and prepare to hopefully make myself do some work that I plan to do today. But if not, then I'll go to bed. And that's that. Later.